Lieutenant Commander, what do we do about all these singing people trying to murder us? We can't get to you yet. Just stay calm. We can't keep... Calm? Do calm and murder go together? Calm and murder? Murder and calm? Just keep it together, and after all this, we'll get some jalapeno poppers.
Welcome to Bastard Quest. I'm your game bastard, Kyle.
I am Todd.
Corey.
I'm Austin.
We are continuing to play Modivius's 2D20 system, Star Trek Adventures.
Trekking.
It's fun.
Kyle's always like, I think we'll finish up tonight. Like,
we're like,
do you
fuck off.
forget how much we fuck around?
Yeah. So, this is towards the, I guess, end of an arc. If you're just finding Bastard Quest for the first time, go back at least 2 episodes.
Do not start here.
At a minimum.
Because the crew of the USS Fieri has made some discoveries in the Shackleton Expanse that have led to a showdown with a newly discovered alien
Couple of them.
species. 2, I guess.
Yeah.
2.
We're a good chip.
Yeah.
Enterprise would only find one at a time.
That's right.
And by this point, Shatner would have already fucked the chorus girl.
Well,
Yes.
or a single maggot.
You're right.
So, a little different from our typical recordings. The guys are playing more than one character in Star Trek because the Star Trek system has a rule mechanic called supporting characters, which you can bring in different members of the crew to do different things. And so right now, there's the command crew, which is aboard the Fieri, but there's also an away team on the USS Carissa, which is a derelict ship.
Which is cool and also sucks because it's a lot of fun playing multiple characters, but there's only so many voices the three of us can do. And I understand Kyle's pain because Kyle has to do more voices than us. And
I feel everybody looking over in my direction, and you're right.
I feel like we're wasting some. I don't know.
The goal idea would be to not have direct conversations between your main characters and your supporting characters as much as possible.
Sure.
But sometimes that's just unavoidable.
Yeah, so disregard the opening narration from Austin.
That's just a little fun thing.
It's just a little fun thing.
He's just cutting up.
He's a card.
So, your main characters, Todd, you're playing.
Jerry, Vulcan, science officer.
Corey?
Cham. What? I mean, it's a serious character.
Yes.
He's running the whole fucking ship.
Very serious. I think of Cham. We don't even... Does he have any other part of a name? Or
Yeah,
is it
Milosh is his first name. Yeah. It's Captain
I've
Milosh Cham.
forgotten that Cham was his last name.
Yes.
And speaking of Cham,
Yes.
if you're a fan of Norse Foundry Dice and you listen to Bastard Quest, you can go there and get a discount by using discount code CHAM.
Yeah, we're super happy to be now partnering with Norse Foundry. They've sent us a lot of rad dice that we are now exclusively using on the podcast, and they have rad shit. Like, this is some art. So if you go to norsefoundry.com and purchase some dice, there'll be at checkout a discount code area. You can put in CHAM, and that's spelled CHAM. CHAM. And you get 10% off anything you buy from Norse Foundry. Thank you, Norse Foundry.
Their dice are beautiful and they are sturdy. I mean, take a listen to this.
That is a metal die. We've got so many different fucking designs that we use on this table now, and every single one of them are so fucking badass.
Just wait. Listen. That is strong art.
Listen to that. That is the sound of teeth getting chipped.
Well, I feel like I just got bruised.
All right.
I threw a D20 into the woods and killed a deer.
I started to say I use them for throwing stars all the time.
Yeah. Caltrops.
Yeah. Especially the D4s.
Yeah.
I put them on my fishing line and use them as sinkers.
Well, but yeah, we're super excited to partner with them and to be able to throw all of our listeners a little discount there if you need some dice. They've also got like dice cases, like tons of cool stuff. Like I was looking at their just apparel the other day, and they've got cool shirts, all kinds of stuff. So please check out our friends at Norse Foundry.
And, don't think about just yourself, listener, because right now, somewhere you have loved ones who have no idea what to buy you for Christmas or your birthday.
Yeah.
Perhaps 4 of them that you listen to once a week.
Yeah.
Just send your mom or grandma a link to Norse Foundry with discount code CHAM. Say, just buy me anything here.
Me mom need to die.
Yeah. Wait,
That's-
well, I wouldn't put
wait,
it right
what?
that way, but... And Austin, who's your main character on the USS Fieri?
My main character is Dash Kratos, the security officer.
And your supporting character on the away team is...
Lieutenant Sultan Dansworth, reporting for duty, sir.
Corey, who's your supporting character?
It's Gary Hill, the ramp corporal.
He's pretty mild-mannered. He doesn't have a very bizarre voice. Right?
He's upset.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's reasonable.
Yeah.
He lives a very stressful life.
Well, his family's dead.
Well, and will continue to die.
Say his
Jesus.
each one of these characters' trauma just grows.
Todd, who's your away team member?
My away team member is Medical Officer Lieutenant Emerald. Bam!
So the disposition of all these characters, the away team consisting of Sultan Dansworth, Gary Hill, and Emerald are on the USS Crissa, which is...
Still trapped in a dead zone between 3 gravitational fields.
Yep. The Crissa is low power. They're in contact with an alien species called the Crux. And on the Fieri, Lieutenant Commander Kratos and Captain Cham are on the bridge, and Jerry, the Vulcan, is in medical. So on the bridge, Lieutenant Commander Dash is at his wharf security station, which has a big schematic of the ship showing various decks, the locations of different security officers. All sorts of lights start blinking for medical. Multiple security reports coming in.
Captain, there's something going on in the medical bay.
Okay.
I think someone should check it out.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to make an argument for anyone but me.
I vote security.
Cool.
In medical with Jerry, utter bedlam has broken out. The Singer Destructor
Oh.
opened her mouth, and you heard the snippets of a song that you're fairly certain some of it was inaudible to most human, at least Vulcan and human ears, because people are standing around in confusion. And then you notice some of that confusion seems to be almost a trance, as a solid third of the people in medical are just staring, mesmerized at this alien as she sings, and you hear snippets, and then the violence breaks out. Because about a third of people are mesmerized, about a third seem just confused, don't know what's really going on, and a third become raving psychopaths.
How does this affect Jerry?
Well, we're going to roll some dice, and then we're going to see.
All right.
Jerry's mind is being affected by an alien technology
Sure.
that essentially scrambles people's brains. Let's roll control and command.
Okay. Jerry has a focus in composure.
Oh.
Let that come into play here?
Nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Todd, we've got 4 momentum up here if you want to spend any.
I'm going to spend a momentum to get an extra die.
Difficulty 4.
Todd, if you want to spend another momentum.
I'm going to spend 2 momentum to get another D20.
Well, you have to spend 2 more to get the...
Yeah.
It would be another
Fourth
one
die.
Yeah.
for that second die.
Okay, well, I have 4 D20 now.
And the robotic arms of the ship comes out and gives him a shoulder rub, so the ship is assisting.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's going to be a target number 13. Well, there's a 1.
Nice.
Yay.
That's 2.
There's a 14. There's a 10.
Nice.
Boom. 3.
That's 3. And then this one is, that's a 19.
Oh.
That's a complication.
Yes. So 3 successes. Well, Jerry has completed the Kolinar, the ritual journey to purge all emotion. That means that he gets to reduce the difficulty of all tasks to resist mental intrusion, coercion, or pain, or other mental attacks by 2.
Damn.
So that would make it a difficulty 2. And
So you actually got us some momentum, motherfucker.
3 successes. That's 1 extra momentum, but there is still a complication.
There is
Nice,
still a
Todd.
complication.
Good call.
Now, do you want to bank the momentum, or do you have something you want to do with it right now? You can always use it to ask a question about the scene related to.
I'm going to bank it.
Or Todd, kill her.
So Jerry is able to overcome any desire to stand mutely and gaze at this figure's beauty, which does seem enhanced now that some activity is going on. There's some, it's affecting him on some level, though he's in full control of his faculties. And he fights down the impossible rage, telling him to just kill everyone around him. He's definitely probably one of the only people. So like I said, a third are mesmerized, a third driven crazy, and a third unaffected. But those are generally ones attacked by the crazies. And, well, thanks to the complication, Jerry's one of those.
Okay. I think it's nerve pinching time.
Yes.
God damn it, if Spock had only said that.
Yes, the Ben Grimm call of the future.
An engineering officer that was in medical, you presume for some checkup, is screaming in rage, rips something out of the wall. You're not even sure what the medical device does, and just charges Jerry and starts slamming the device over and over again into the Vulcan. So your complication, you're going to go ahead and take. So let's roll some challenge dice for this engineering officer.
God, I came in for tonsillitis and now I'm mad.
I'm going to rip out this air conditioner.
So that is 5 stress. So that's going to cause an injury.
Shit.
I would like to try to avoid an injury.
I start to say, let's use that system.
Wow. I wonder how that works.
We're great gamers.
We are now.
So there's a mechanic in Star Trek, avoiding an injury. Main characters can, essentially, if they take enough stress to suffer an injury, they can spend 2 momentum and they avoid it. Now, they can only do that once per scene. So if another engineering officer with another random medical appliance starts to bludgeon Jerry, he won't be able to avoid that. But
Sure.
now, also, you have tough, right? Or toughness or something?
Yes, I have the tough. It's a personal effect. And it says the cost is reduced by 1 to a minimum of 1, so that means I only have to spend 1 momentum to avoid the injury.
Cool.
Nice.
Which
Yeah.
I will do.
Now, you don't suffer the injury, so you're not incapacitated, but you still do suffer the stress loss.
Okay, so that how many stress was that? 5?
5. You're just not out an injury, which in Star Trek, an injury basically knocks you out of the equation, as it were.
Well,
Yes.
a major injury does. You can
Yes.
take a minor injury, which is
Basically,
the last time this
yeah.
was pointed out to us, that's what I should have taken. But
Back when we were just fighting monkeys.
So Jerry's taking 5 stress. This engineering officer, that makes him even more mad that you're not on the ground dying. But it's your turn.
Typical engineer.
It's Jerry's turn, Todd.
As I said before, it's nerve pinching time.
Get him.
All right.
The nerve pinch counts as a melee weapon with 1 damage and the intense and non-lethal qualities. I can use science or medicine instead of security when attempting a nerve pinch attack and may increase damage by my science or medicine discipline instead of security.
wow. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
That's huge.
So I'm assuming you're going to be using science.
Science, because that's a 5.
Wow.
Cool.
Okay, so Jerry is actually terrifying in hand-to-hand combat, guys. Important note.
Yes.
So Jerry squeezes a man's clavicle until he explodes.
So Jerry will be using his fitness and science.
Now, as with most crazy people, the engineer is not showing a great deal of capacity for self-defense. So hitting him is only difficulty 1.
All right, so for Jerry, that's going to be a target number 15.
Now, obviously, there's a lot more going on. There's a whole medical bay of catastrophe.
Sure.
Question, Kyle. Is the woman still singing?
Yes, and she's walking slowly towards the medical exit.
Okay, question, Kyle.
Yeah.
I realize that, I was attacked by this fellow who was caught up in the singing.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
That happens to me too when I go to concerts.
Or
He's
line
just-
dancing.
what if I avoid him and attempt the nerve pinch on the golden singing lady?
Difficulty 3. To get past him and to her and a nerve pincher, all in one roll.
Okay, I'm going to spend a momentum to
Spend
get
it.
an extra die.
I'm going to spend a threat, and we're just going to double the complication range.
God damn, Kyle.
So what's the
know.
complication range now?
So the complication range is going to go from 3 to 6. So 14 or better is a complication.
Target number is 15.
So the complication range is 15 or better.
Okay, so let me start off before I roll by saying, fuck you, Kyle.
If you need extra dice, I'll always take more threat.
I'm going to get an extra D20, and you can have another threat.
Cool.
There's an 11. There's a 14. There's a 2. And a 15. That is 4 successes.
Nice.
Quick question, Kyle. Would my focus and composure come into play here?
Yeah, I think the reasonable thing most people would do is fight the person beating them with a medical appliance.
Sure.
But the smart thing to do, if you keep your composure, would be to take out the real threat.
Yes.
So, yeah. Now, you did roll a 15, though, right?
I did.
Which is a success.
But also a complication.
Yeah.
But that with my focus and composure, that would be 5 successes. So we get 2 momentum.
Yep. So roll 66, Todd.
All right. Well, there's 3 5s and a 1, 4 damage and 3 effect.
And the effect was intense?
Yes, it is intense.
So that means it was designed to inflict massive harm and avoiding an injury. So if you guys ever get hit with an intense weapon, the cost for avoiding an injury is increased by 1 per effect.
Oh, wow. Cool.
So what's it look like when Jerry nerve pinches the Singer Destructor?
Jerry comes up behind her and pops that nerve pinch on, and she just drops like a sack of golden potatoes.
Idaho golden potatoes.
Yukon gold, to be precise.
She drops to her knees. The song falters. The subaudible tones seeming to flicker inside Jerry's mind. You could tell even the crazy people start to stagger as if wondering what they were doing. The doors to medical open. Security officer Dash Kratos and the security team comes in. Phasers drawn.
Hey, what's going on here?
Take down everybody and then just start firing them. Cops.
Well,
Dash, glad you're here. I think I just saved the ship. I'm just going to need you to take this golden lady here and put her in some cuffs. And while you're at it, let's put something over her mouth so she can't sing anymore. Drive the rest of the crew nuts. And then he turns and looks at the guy who attacked him and is like, I realize that you were under the influence of, the singing lady, but I haven't forgotten what you've done.
This is like Swifties. This is how they should be dealt with.
yeah, absolutely.
Sternly, but fairly.
So Dash advances on the golden lady, and she's on her knees, but she looks up and she sings again. But we're going to cut to the boarding party on the Carissa. On the Carissa, Gary Hill, Salted Dansworth, and Emerald. And so essentially the end of the conversation that occurred in the last episode with these characters has just taken place concurrently with the Singer Destructor on the Fieri. The worm that walks looks at you all, this big writhing mass of maggots.
We must help your fellow mammalian creatures.
Hey, yeah, we appreciate that. And, hey, you other 2 guys, I'm just going to let you know, if you're a little disturbed looking at the maggot man, just do what I do and imagine they're not maggots, it's just orzo rice. Bam!
Yeah, I've seen Lost Boys is fine.
Remember, there are also 2 Starfleet zombies here controlled by the maggots.
So you're telling us that the gold lady we just sent back to the ship is going to try to take it over?
Yes,
What do we do to combat their siren song?
she must be neutralized. If not, I can neutralize her with my infections.
All right, so we need to get you transported aboard the Fieri.
We all need to go home.
Yeah.
Let's all get to the teleporter. Bam!
Yeah, I need to get back to my 35 brothers and sisters in their respective ramps.
All right, so then, Kyle, we're going to try to make our way to the transporter and get aboard the Fieri.
Is that possible?
It's absolutely possible to try to make your way to the transporter and attempt to get aboard the Fieri.
because I assume a shuttle is going to have way more trouble with the gravitational anomalies happening here. I'm so Star Trek nowadays, guys. listen at me make words.
Yeah.
Well, it'd also take a lot more time. The Fieri and the chorus ship are actually a fair distance away from the Carissa at this point.
Okay, yeah, transporting things great.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
So all 6 of you head to the closest teleporter, which is not far. The Carissa's not a super large ship.
Sure.
The ship is still in low power. There's only essentially track lighting on the floor. You force open the doors to the teleporter bay. It's, of course, there's...
Wait, force open? Like we stick
Yeah.
our hand out like Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You guys just have force powers now for no reason.
Yeah.
Nice.
Maggot.
Kyle, before we board the transporter,
Uh-huh.
Lieutenant Sultan Dansworth is going to insert his communicator into one of the database ports of the ship and try to pull down what information he can on both the maggot people and the chorus.
Okay.
Because there is not currently any file on either species on the database provided by the Fieri.
Yeah, so you're flash driving.
Yeah.
So I think probably...
Control and science, I'm going to say.
I think engineering,
Okay.
since it's more about accessing certain systems.
Okay. So control and engineering, that's going to be a target number 11. What's my difficulty?
Difficulty 1.
Okay.
I mean, Starfleet computers are designed to give knowledge to Starfleet officers.
Perfect. There's a 3 and a 15, so 1 success.
So while Dansworth is doing that, who is warming up the teleporters? Because time is of the essence.
What attributes and stuff do we need to use for that?
I believe the last time for teleportation we used reason and engineering.
Okay. That's a target number 10 for Gary.
Now, due to the gravitational anomalies, it is difficulty 3.
For Emerald, that is a target number 9. That looks like it's you, Gary.
Kyle, where are we at in relation to the teleporter room?
You're in it right now. You guys got there.
Okay, how do you get up? Because I know the teleporter is typically like raised from the floor. Is there a stair or a ramp?
Damn it, Corey.
It's a ramp.
Yeah.
Okay. Then,
Fuck off, Corey.
Then Gary's going to roll its difficulty.
3.
Okay.
Does that reduce his difficulty by 1?
Not at all.
No, I literally have written down he has a focus and ramps.
Yeah.
So this applies. I'll spend a momentum
Okay.
to get an extra die. So yeah, target number 10.
Now, while Gary is at the control console trying to work the numbers to make this teleportation work, he immediately notices that the shields on the Fieri are up.
Oh, that ain't good.
Because Cham raised the shields when the chorus ship arrived, which is a good idea. Because on the bridge of the Fieri...
He's a good captain. Yeah.
On the bridge of the Fieri, the Ferengi communications officer, Enzo Truffler, says, Captain Cham! Chorus ship antimatter weapons banks are charging!
Okay, tell them to stop it.
Helmsman Oarsman looks back with a raised eyebrow.
Attention ship that's getting ready to shoot at us.
Squatch of the Chorus appears on the Fieri's view screen, his golden skin and beautiful mane.
What's the deal, yo? Why are you gonna shoot at us?
You are interlopers. You have consorted with the worms. You must die. The Singer Destructor will see to your death.
Look, we got guns too, Bobby. And I don't know no worm. What? I don't make fun of the guys you guys do voices for.
Antimatter beam sweeps out from the core ship, rips along the side of the Fieri, the shields catching it. You take 7 damage. What is the Fieri's resistance?
Resistance is 7.
So if it's 7 resistance, then the Fieri just absorbs it. And Traveler says, Captain, minor fluctuations of the shields, but they are holding steady at 100%.
Ta-ha! Come at us again, scoundrel.
Okay, gonna spend 2 threat. Captain, antimatter disruption bubble. And beside the core ship, another vessel, another core ship emerges.
Good Lord.
It's your turn,
That
Cham.
seems worth more than just 2 threat.
It does, doesn't it?
Okay, we spend 2 momentum and the entire Federation fleet emerges from hyperspace.
You only have 1 momentum.
Much like the climax of Rise of Skywalker. Even Lando is there.
Yes.
They're hatching Death Stars.
So, Corey, Cham is on the bridge. What are his orders?
We need to do something, guys. So Chan once again hails the other chorus vessel and is like, "Hey, come on. Why are you doing this? We'll send your lady friend back over to you. We just want our friends and we'll go home."
You have offended the chorus, as do all.
Wow.
It's almost like these guys are just total jerks.
Exactly.
They're the anti-cham.
How about we send you your friend, we get our friends off the other ship, and then we go out of here and we won't come back anytime soon.
Your federation will fall.
SOB. Well,
You are nothing before the might of the eternal song. So in medical, the singer destructor, song shrieks again. Jerry has mastered it. Everyone in medical that succumbed earlier fails again. The engineer and others attack the security team. The security officers are also going to have to overcome it as well. Dish gets to roll some dice.
Okay.
So, as with Jerry, it's difficulty 4, control plus command.
So that's going to be a target number 12.
Do you have any anti-mind control things?
So Dash has the sturdy talent, which mostly applies to physical damage, but not just. You have a blend of physical resilience and mental fortitude, such that you're difficult to subdue. So the major effect of this is you reduce the cost to resist being knocked prone. But you add +1 resistance against all non-lethal attacks. And because that mentions mental fortitude, I'm going to say that applies here.
Yeah, it doesn't really do stress damage. It basically just either it's more of a like either just makes you crazy or mesmerized. So I will let you reroll 1 die.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm going to spend a momentum and roll a third one.
the final momentum.
Yeah.
Do you want another die? Yeah, you can have one for 2 threat.
How much threat you got over there? Yeah,
I
take
just have one.
Yeah. Okay, I got a 14, a 2, an 11, and another 14. So I got 3 successes because I do have a focus in psychology. So
Okay. Strange for a security officer.
so I'm going to re-roll that one, and that is a 10.
Which is good, right?
Yeah, so that's 4 successes.
So Dash overcomes the chorus's mind-affecting ability. He remains cognizant while his security officers either are attacked by the medical mob or give in. It's Dash's turn.
Yeah, so Dash has the same response that most law enforcement officials are going to at this point, which is fire. And so as he shouts that, Dash just fires his phaser, set to stun, toward the chorus girl.
So she's just standing there, difficulty 1.
Okay. Now this is going to be control and security, which is a target number of 14. That's a 10 and a 14, so 2 successes. I'm going to take a momentum, but I'm going to spend that right away and do extra damage. My phaser does 3 damage die, plus another 5 damage die based on my security for bonus damage. So I'm rolling a total of 8. All right, that's a total of 7 damage with 2 effects. And when prepared, that effect is vicious. So I'm going to add 2 more points and make that a total damage of 9.
Needless to say, she is stunned, stumbles backward, falls down, hits her head on the side of a med bed, and goes unconscious. The song finally stops. Security team is subduing those that are too far gone. The mesmerized simply shake it off.
Dash kind of blows on his phaser and says, "It's not over when the golden lady sings."
Good one.
Thank you.
I mean,
Nailed
it is very Dash.
Yeah.
It's a very Dash thing to say.
Yeah, he just needs something to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah, we all do.
Quickly, Kyle.
Go ahead.
If I may, since Jerry is present for all of this,
He is.
and he has a focus in emergency medicine,
Sure.
could he perform a tracheotomy on the chorus girl and remove her voice box so she can no
Wow.
longer sing?
Let's sit down and talk about what a tracheotomy is.
Sure. I mean, Federation medicine's really advanced. I'm sure you could isolate that and keep her alive while that is disconnected.
Jerry does that.
She has alien physiology, so I'm going to say difficulty 2. Medicine, of course, and reason.
Yes, that will give Jerry a target number of 14. That's a 1, so that's 2 successes.
Bam.
And a 6. 3 successes. So we get
Nice.
to bank 1 momentum, and that's 2 successes.
Cool.
So Jerry makes some small incisions on her throat where they had, from the earlier scans, identified her voice box. It's essentially severed, but she's still, of course, alive and breathing normally.
Sure.
And in medical, you guys feel the ship shake as more antimatter beams rake across the hull of the Fieri. Shields still standing. On the Carissa, Dansworth has his data. Shields are still up on the Fieri, so they can't beam back. What is the team on the Carissa doing?
Well, I guess the only other option is to take a shuttle to the Fieri. Wait, do the worm men have a ship? How did they get here?
Well, I mean, you could ask.
Hey, you got a ship?
We were beamed aboard by one of our fleet ships, but it was driven from the system by the chorus.
Or we could try to navigate the actual Carissa ship out. But we do have another option. The infection from the maggot people. Kyle, what did you call them? The Crux?
Yes, the Crux.
I assume that infection is what was keeping the Singer Destructor unconscious.
That is correct. So there's no way your characters would know this, but I'll go ahead and tell you. The Carissa picked up the Singer Destructor, or rather, the Singer Destructor was beamed aboard the Carissa by the chorus to take it out and capture the Carissa. There was a worm ship nearby that beamed aboard the worms to neutralize the Singer Destructor.
The bug bites.
Yes.
Yeah, that we removed.
And he did, but by then, the crew of the Carissa was just nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he couldn't do anything about that. Then you teleported the Singer Destructor back to the Fieri where they cured the infection.
Yeah.
That was
Like-
subduing her.
Yeah.
Because that's what you do.
And so we can't beam anyone aboard the Fieri,
Not as long as the shields are up, no.
but we can beam the maggot people onto the chorus ship.
They're the Crux.
Yeah. And so we could try to beam them aboard just to try and sabotage their attack.
Yeah, the chorus do not have shields.
Oh, okay.
Their shields their ships are heavily armored, but they don't have that technology.
Beam them maggots.
Hey, you guys want to get aboard the chorus ship?
Oh, Federation, we would like to drink that milkshake.
All right, get on the transporter. Let's send you over there.
So the zombies that you can tell now are just bloated and filled with maggots shamble onto the teleporter bay pad. The writhing humanoid mass, I don't know what word, undulates in that direction.
So yeah, originally Gary was going to do the transporting, correct?
Yep. With focus and ramps, because you got to walk up one to get on the...
Yep. And you got 2 momentum there, Corey, if you want to use them.
Difficulty 3 because of all the gravitational anomalies.
Yeah, this one's for all the cookies.
Okay, I'm going to spend one of the momentums to get an extra die. Target number 10, focus and ramps.
Can we assist at all here, Kyle?
If you can come up with ways to assist, absolutely.
So being on the security team, I would imagine that Lieutenant Dan Saul is at least familiar with the check-in and check-out procedures of the transporter, and so is able to help Gary Hill along in the process of just, he's been present enough for
Sure.
the ins and outs of other crew members to know this is what's supposed to happen, then this happens next, and so on and so forth. So he can at least try to assist using those same attributes and disciplines.
Okay, yeah. You could roll your security plus reason.
Okay, that's going to be a target number of 12. Okay, that's a 5.
Cool. Todd, does Emerald have any way to help? I mean, I would say you could just do some of the calculations yourself, and Emerald could roll exactly what Gary is, just with 1 die.
Okay.
He's rolling reason and engineering.
Reason and engineering, that is a target number 9. That is an 18.
Emerald just has a bowl of spaghetti. He's just eating it.
Yeah, he's eating the spaghetti and he goes, "Hey, you guys know what my favorite iteration of Fleetwood Mac is? It's the one with Lindsey Buckingham."
Same.
So, Corey, Gary has 1 bonus success from Sultan Dansworth, but he needs to generate 2.
Okay, target 10. That's an 18, an 11, and a 9. So 1 success.
And a complication.
Yeah. And we have no determination for our side characters, so...
Yeah.
No one realized this, but the Carissa's core was damaged by some of the fighting. And as Gary and Emerald and Sultan start to draw power to main teleporter pad, the core starts to go critical. The ship starts rattling. The teleporter beams are engaging. There's a narrow window of time. 2 of you can escape.
And this is still going toward the chorus
Yes,
ship, right?
escape to the chorus ship. Because the Chris's core is going to explode.
Obviously, the Crux need to escape.
Yeah, we need them to get aboard the ship and sabotage the chorus.
Oh, two of the boarding party of the away team, those guys are going. The worms are going.
Oh, okay. All right, well, obviously I got to go because I'm in charge.
Gary stands up straight and says, I may be upright right now, but I'm here to lay down my body at a slight angle, ramp-like, for the crew of the Fieri. Godspeed, brothers. And he lays down ramp-like.
I'll tell everybody about your sacrifice.
It doesn't matter.
And he takes the little, whatever the Star Trek symbol is from his red shirt.
Oh, is that his dog tags?
Yeah.
Okay.
Emerald and Sultan jump onto the teleporter pad just in time. There's that shimmering golden light. It engages.
Just as he disappears, Sultan Dansworth salutes Ramp Corporal Gary Hill.
On the bridge of the Fieri, they're firing phasers and proton torpedoes at the chorus ship. The chorus ships are firing back with antimatter beams. Shrevler, shields down to 60%. Captain, the Carissa just exploded.
Oh, dadgummit.
But in the interior of one of the chorus ships, in what passes for the mess hall among the chorus, there's the glow of teleportation, and one of the zombies appears. It's bloated, maggots pouring out of its mouth. It looks around. Starfleet! It's this room full of these chorus aliens, all golden, all beautiful. Their faces wide in horror, and then that zombie explodes into chunks of bile and meat and maggots. Screaming ensues, and this is repeated on the other chorus ship. And meanwhile, the Emerald and Sultan spend the next few hours hiding from singers aboard the chorus ship while the maggot just goes ham.
Good one.
It's just this montage of this wall of maggots flowing like a wave through the chorus ships, drowning these golden bodies, these angelic screams. It's probably really traumatic.
I didn't expect us to be hiding. I was kind of thinking. You remember when Aragorn hops off that ship in Return of the King, and then all the ghosts follow him out?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what Sultan Dansworth pictured in his head.
That's what he thinks is happening.
Except he got transported into like some broom closet and was like, "Well, I'm just going to stay here."
Yeah, at least he can picture things, unlike Gary.
The chorus ships cease firing at the Fieri. They start to break formation, trying to leave. One of them gets caught in the gravitational anomalies and dragged towards the trio of suns. The other uses whatever weird antimatter drive it has and escapes. But for now, the Fieri is safe. Oh, and Emerald and Sultan are teleported back before they depart.
Emerald is taking it upon himself to make a treat for the crew. He's going to put together some marzipan.
Yeah.
But the Fieri returned shortly thereafter to the station, makes a full report of what it found. And the Shackleton Expanse gets just slightly more gentrified.
That's what the Federation does.
Well, yeah.
No, property values are going to go up, so is rent.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Dansworth, you are to be commended for bringing this new knowledge to the Federation.
Yeah, Dansworth and Emerald are, of course, commended. And Gary Hill is commended in memoriam.
And I promote his nephew, Huckleberry Hill, to new Ramp Corporal. Oh, great.
Hey, Captain Cham, Emerald here. Thanks for the accommodation and all of that, but it's been a crazy couple of days. I was wondering if I could take a couple of days off. I got this book I want to read. It's called Dracula. The author's name is Stoker. First name Bram.
Jesus.
No. There are people that are hurt and you need to go fix them.
All right.
All right, Lieutenant Dansworth, I promised you some jalapeno poppers when this was all over.
So, in the captain's ready room, Cham has brought in the senior officers.
All
and bridge
two of
crew.
them.
Well, I assume that Schreffler and oarsmen are there.
Yeah, yeah.
And ship's counselor Dale Carnegie.
Hey, nice to meet you.
He's been here the entire time.
Yeah, but we're all happy on this ship. We don't need your services. I just want to say, y'all did good on this rescue mission. This is Cham.
Thank you, Captain.
I think you, so good sir, Dash, and Diary, you old so-and-so, you're a good one too. You did so much science, and then your underlings did well too.
Obviously, I appreciate that, Captain, and I would feel grateful or proud or happy or any emotion like that if I were capable of such.
And I still aspire to finish a mission without shooting someone.
I don't understand why, because that's what all you do.
I know.
Jalapeno poppers and beers on me.
I guess the only thing to do now is continue our mission. We will find strange new flavors wherever we go, and the Fieri buddies.
And that's where we'll end things on that.
All right. Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of really good adventures on the Star Trek system.
And more, because we're going to do Klingons at some point.
Oh, yeah.
But immediately hereafter, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Palladium system from the early 1980s.
Yeah, so we're staying in the cosmos. Is that what it is?
Technically.
The sewer, cosmos, same
Yeah.
thing.
So we're going to play that. That will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we put up a Twitter poll and one on the Patreon, and it was the same result on both. Ninja Turtles won. We also had Deadlands and
Delta Green.
on there. So we're gonna play both those games as well at some point. Yeah.
For those interested, it would be Deadlands, the Savage World system, not the original Deadlands rules.
Okay.
No, thank you. I can sleep now, Kyle. Thank you.
I knew that would mean basically nothing to you guys, but
Right. All I know is it's a Western, and we haven't done Western, and I'm very excited to
I'm
do
very
Western.
pumped.
Yeah.
it's a pretty cool setting. It's a weird West. It's in the real world. And, there's magic and...
We've had plenty of mutants and ninjas, so yeah.
So thank you for listening. We appreciate all our listeners.
Yes, thank you for all your listens, all your reviews. Thank you to our new partner, Norse Foundry.
What? Hello.
We're used to just saying that.
Yeah. Thank you again, Norse Foundry, for buddying up with us. I hope you guys enjoy that 10% off because you don't deserve it.
And once again, when you go to the Norse Foundry website and buy any of their products, you can use the promo code CHAM.
Cham.
Jam.
Thank you to Barrel and Bond.
Barrel and Bond, 100 Broadway Street in beautiful downtown Paducah, right at the foot of the Ohio River.
Be careful, because sometimes somebody just busts in and shoots you with a phaser.
If you hear singing in the bathroom, run.
Clench your cheeks.
Thank you to all our Patreon members.
Yes, thank you very much. It's patreon.com/bastardquest. Your generosity is stupendous.
We love you, and you can also follow us on all the socials.
Yes, please.
We've got some Patreon-only episodes planned that we're recording very soon that we're really excited about.
Yeah, I think you guys are going to dig it as well.
Not just session zeros, but some exclusive content coming straight your way.
Yeah, for sure. We did a Call of Cthulhu exclusive episode. We're going to try to do more stuff like that, and we got one coming up that's going to be pretty damn cool. I
I'm
think.
fucking excited about it.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening. I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
I'm Austin.